this is Charmaine with Ironside Fitness. We're here for our Fit for 2 Trimester 1 Strength and Endurance workout. So we're just going to start with a nice warm-up, just jogging on the spot. Purpose of the warm-up, some people skip it altogether, but it's actually really important. So it's going to warm up our body slightly, it's going to get our range of motion in all of our different joints going, and it's going to really help prevent injuries and help you get a better, more effective workout. So just jogging on the spot. So a couple shoulder rolls. If you have any tightness in your shoulders, nice big circles. Your core is nice and tight. We're going to go right into some squats now. So feet are a bit wider than shoulder width. Coming down for a nice steep squat. You want to think about squeezing your bum as you come up. Shoulders are back, down away from your ears. Awesome. I like to think to put about 70% of my weight into my heels as I squat. So the bum's going back. Nice work. 3 more. Core is always tight. You're sinking down like you're going to sit into a chair. And 1. Great job. So we're going to go back to jogging on the spot. Some nice big arm circles. Warming up the chest and the shoulders. Always still remembering to brace your core like we do in the core and cardio workout. Bracing that core, forward circles, and we'll go back. Nice big circles. On the way back, think about squeezing your shoulder blades. We're going to do some nice upper back work today, so really think about warming up the upper back. Great. Now we're going to just work on opening up the hip flexors, pulling the knee into the chest, slow with control, core tight. Great. It's always common for women, especially in pregnancy, to have tight hip flexors, especially the bigger your belly gets. So working on always keeping limber hip flexors. That's a really common thing, to be tight. Great job. Pulling it up, working the balance. So the workout today is really going to focus on some muscle groups that are underdeveloped in a lot of women that can lead to problems in pregnancy if they don't get strengthened. So I'm excited to show you all the work we're going to do today. We got one more warm up. We got the inchworm. So we're going to reach for the toes, nice and slow and controlled. Core is tight. Walking your hands out until you're in a front plank position. Bum in line with the shoulders. Quarter push up, quarter depth, and back. If you feel like you're getting dizzy at all, that's actually pretty common in pregnancy. So feel free to just go back to your squats. We're going to do 3 more of these if you can. Core tight, little push up, slowly pulling back. 2 more. This is a great warm up for the shoulders, the core, the hamstrings. Remembering to brace your core. If someone was to punch you in that rib cage, you'd really be bracing. Last one. And we're going to slowly come up 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to move into our workout now, strength and endurance. First trimester, let's rock it. So our first exercise is a low band row. So you've got a resistance band. I'm using a medium resistance, approximately at chest height. So you could attach it, maybe it's at your staircase. Be creative with wherever you attach it. Maybe you have to have a friend hold on to it. So here we're going to have straight arms, shoulders down, away from the ears. I like to always have a slightly athletic stance of bending the knees. And then you're going to pull back, squeeze your shoulder blades, slowly forward. So we're trying to work the rhomboids, the muscles in our upper back. As you're pregnant, usually your boobs get bigger, your breasts get bigger. So a lot of women tend to have more of a hunched posture. So it's really important to work the upper back so that you can keep a healthy back. You don't get into those problems with pain in your back and postural issues as you get further along in your pregnancy. And those are postural issues that you can prevent, but if you don't take care of them early, it's often a habit that you develop. So let's go for 3 more. Exhaling as you squeeze those shoulder blades. I like to imagine I have a pencil between my shoulder blades that I'm squeezing. Notice how my shoulders are pulling down, never shrugging up. And 1 more. Perfect, awesome work. All right, so our next exercise is a step back lunge. So I'm holding dumbbells at my side, 8-pound dumbbells. You're welcome to grab some if you have some at home. If you don't, that's all good. We can do it without any weight. So shoulders roll down away from the ears, core is nice and tight, and it's a step back lunge. So gently stepping back, pull together. So you want to step back first, and then you want to lunge down. You want to imagine like you have a piece of string out of the top of your head. So you're lunging back, down towards the floor. You don't need to touch your knee to the floor. You want to control it so you're stopping just before you get down there. If you have sore knees, make sure you don't go as low, but they're still a good exercise. Actually, step back lunges are one of the best exercises for your knees. If you lunge forward, it puts a lot more pressure on the knees. Taking it slow and controlled, always able to modify. If it's too much on your knees, just don't go as deep. Great job. Let's go for 3 more. Core tight, shoulders back. So lots of balance involved in lunges, which is a good thing. Abs are tight, working the quadriceps, the large muscle groups, the hamstrings, and the glutes. Awesome, so that's the step back lunge. Next exercise is the posterior delt fly. So you're going to come into a slightly bent forward position. You want to make sure your chest is proud and your core is tight, otherwise there can be a strain on your low back, which we'd like to avoid. Arms are straight, and you're going to bring your arms straight out to the side, squeezing your shoulder blades. You're working your upper back and your rear deltoids, or the back of your shoulders. Straight out. You want to make sure you're breathing. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Abdominals are tight. Great work. Pull that tummy in. We're going to go for 5 more. Make sure you're not arching your back like this, because that can really hurt your back. So chest is proud. 5, 4, chest proud. 3, squeeze the shoulder blades, pulling the shoulders down. Awesome. That's the posterior delt fly. So we're working the quads here. They're already burning for sure. And because in pregnancy, as we get heavier, it gets harder to support our weight through our wrists, we're going to do some wrist curls. This can help prevent carpal tunnel syndrome and wrist issues throughout pregnancy if we're keeping up our fitness. So there's 3, 4, you want to maintain that strong core. 5, 6, nice work. Shoulders are back and relaxed. 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Flip your wrists over. Try for 10 on this side. Great work. I had wrist surgery on my right wrist. Doesn't move quite as nice as my left. So it's a really important one for me, that's for sure. 7, 8, 9, 10. So come up. Let the wrist stretch out a little bit. Awesome work on those. All right, our final 2 exercises. We're going to work the triceps. So we're going to start on all 4s. Actually, get right down onto your tummy. You want to line your hands up right under your shoulders, nose to the mat. You're going to press straight up, keeping a strong core, back down to the mat, and up again. So really feeling the back of my arms working. It's got to be narrow. If your elbows come out or your hands are too wide, you're not going to feel too much in the back of your arm. 3, 4, stay with me, keep that core tight. 5, 6, 7, abs are tight, that's important. It's also a core exercise. 8, 9, 10. Awesome work on the tricep push-ups. So our final exercise today is going to really work the bum, the glutes. So you're going to plant your feet on the ground. You want to be able to touch the back of your foot, your heel with your hand. Hands are just gently at your side. You're going to lift, hold, and lower before you touch down to the mat. Back up again, squeezing your glutes. So it's really important to keep strong glutes in general life, but especially in pregnancy. So a lot of people with knee pain, it actually comes because their glutes or their bum aren't strong enough to support them and to keep their pelvis stable. So you want to keep your hips level, squeezing the glutes. Great work. Lift. Make sure you're breathing throughout. Really getting that mind-body connection so you're thinking about the muscles you're working. Squeezing, you might feel a little bit in your hamstring, the back of your leg. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to do a couple single leg. So you're going to cross one leg across the other. And we're going to do single leg for 5, 4, 3. Bringing your hip nice and high. 2, and 1. Great job. If you find that pretty easy, then I'm going to get you to do 20 single leg instead of doing the double leg at the start. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. That's your final exercise. Great work on the strength and endurance, fit for 2, first trimester workout.